Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So as we discussed yesterday, so what is guided selling? So guided selling means what, sir? So generally we can ask some questions to the customer. So based on their response, we can display the products into the cart. So that is called guided selling. In this way, we can display products. So whatever they are looking for. Okay. So for example, you have seen like a model, Samsung, all these things, right? RAM, color. Okay. So instead of all these things, we can just create a model. I'll just take a RAM and I'll take a hard disk, something. Okay. Example 1 TB, comma 2 TB, comma 3 TB. Like this, you can create multiple, but I'll take it. So colors. Okay. So for example, if you want to come achieve this functionality like a guide selling, so we have to follow some steps. Okay. The first step is we have to create this fields in the like a product object so that we can configure the products like this. Okay. I'll go to this into the Salesforce CPQ. I'll go to the edit setup. Go to object manager. So go to the product object. Okay. So first I'll create RAM field. So go to the pick list. Next, I'll give a RAM. So as I mentioned, okay, take RAM is the first field. So in this field, I'll give options called 4 GB, 6 GB, 8 GB. Okay, so I'll create these fields here. Okay. So go to the here, I'll add this fields. You can add multiple, but at just I'm taking 3 values. Okay. So click next. So visible to everyone. Click next. So I'm adding it to the CPK product layout, not required in product layout. Click save on it. Save. First you click save. So we'll take a API name. We have to use this API names in other places, so that's why I'm taking API name. Okay. So similarly, we have to create one more field called hard disk. We'll go to the new. So same type of pick list. Click next. Type hard disk. So I'll take same like this one. 1 TB, 2 TB. 1 TB. 2 TB, 3 TB. We'll click next. So I'll take API name. Okay, similar I'll create one more field called colors. వస్తాను ఆఫీస్ పని అయిపోయింది వస్తా మరి ఆఫీస్ పని అయిపోయింది బస్సు ఆఫీస్ పని తీసుకుంటా ఆఫీస్ పని నేను తింటా సో కలర్స్ Why I'm creating this fields is because I want to ask same questions, right? If you want to get more fields, also you can create. So for laptops, I want to use this type of process. So that's why I'm creating only this fields only. So because in the lab, currently in our system, we have laptops. If you see, we have laptops. Like something, all are like a Lenovo only. In case if you are having like other laptops, right? Samsung, ACR, another, all those things, then you can get one more field also, like a laptop type also. That's why, but I don't have other laptops, so I'm just taking this fields only. So you're following right one thing? So blue, white, black. Click visible to everyone. Click next. Click save. So I'll take the colors. So this is the first step because these are the like the questions I want to ask. So we have to configure products like this. So for example, I want to update all these products. Sir. How we can update now? For all these products, we have created these three fields, right? I want to update it. How we can update? I want to update RAM, hard disk, colors for these laptop products. How we can update, sir?
You take the ID of these particular products and
Correct. So we'll take
okay.
first of all one Excel sheet. Okay. So I'll take this copy. I think we don't need all these fields. Just we need a what ID only. Remaining things are not necessary. If you want to push, you can use it, no problem. So first the field ends on calls in RAM. Okay. And the next field ends on hard disk. And the next field equals to colors. Okay. So for example, RAM, I'll take 4 GB. 4 request. So I'll take like this combinations. I click on. So like this, I'll get to some combinations. So same for hard disk also. Oh. So colors. I'll take. So just copy this data. We'll update now. Same product object. So how we can update? So data import. So here we have to take update object. Update, right? So object
Yes,
ends
yes. Product. Two.
product.
Product
Product.
two. Two. First one.
Okay. Okay. And take this one. Okay. Click run update.
Update.
So now we can see all the data is populated. Just for testing purpose, what we can do, we can open one record. You can see record is updated or not with this value. You can see RAM, hard disk, everything is
Yes.
populated, right? So this is a step we have to configure first products. If we have products, then we can display in this cart. Otherwise, if we don't have configurations, how we can display, right? This is the first step we have to. Okay.
Okay.
Then, so what you have to use, we have to use there is one more object called process input object. Okay. So in the process input object also, we have to create the same fields, whatever we created here to achieve that function. Okay. So first two steps we have done. So we have to go to the process input object. Okay. So same fields we have to create in process input object also. This is a CPQ object. So there also we have to create the same fields, whatever we created in the product object. Okay. So go to the product object, not go to process input object. Yeah, no, see. Can you see anywhere? Process input. We have type input, we'll see. It is not showing one. See the queue. I think that is not there in the UI, no problem. So we can go to the object manager. You have to go to the background. So go to object manager. So just type process input object here. Okay. So in this object also we have to create the same fields, whatever we have created in the product object to achieve that functionality. The first field is we have to create a RAM. Click RAM. So whatever the values we have created, right? Same thing we have to create. Go to next. Click next. So we don't need to add into the layout. It's not required. If you want to include it, you can include it, no problem. So click save on new. So create one more field, whatever we have created in the product object. So click this. Click next. So I will add these values there. Okay. That's it. And click next. Next. Save on new. Create one more field that we have created. Go to the big list. Colors. Click next. So same visibility everyone. Click next. Click save. So we have done 3 steps. Okay. First step is what we have done is, so we have created these fields in the product object. Then we have updated all the products with these configurations. Then third step is we have to create the same fields in the process input object. Okay, these 3 steps is done. So what is the fourth step is, in the same object, process input object. So we have 2 fields. One is product field and the other one is input field. So whatever the fields just now we have created, right? So those fields we have to add into these 2 fields in pick list. Okay, product field and input field. So I have created these 3 fields, right? Just copy it to one place. RAM, hard disk. So I'm giving same API names and label names in both the objects. So that's why there is no issue. That you can directly copy and paste these API names in those 2 fields. Okay. I'll go to the product. One is product field. Right here we have to add fields whatever we created in the product object. Okay. I will go to here, click new. The same. Okay. So same fields I have created in the input object also. I mean in this object, right? So for that we have one more field called input field. So in the input field we have to add their API names. Right? Click save. So this is like a 4 steps. Okay. Now once we have done this, so we have to create a code process record. There is a record called the code process. So just type code process. We have to create a code process record. So go to the new button. So I'll give just name equal to guided selling demo, or I can give a laptop process guided selling demo. Okay. So just enable this one. Remaining is not necessary now. You can just leave it and click save. So once we create a code process record, in the related list, you can see process input object. This is the object just now we have configured in the background, right? So click on this process input, click a new. So here first, what is the question we have to ask? RAM, right? So I'll just give a name equals to laptop RAM. So here you can add the question name. So which, uh, what is the RAM you are looking for? Okay. So this is the question you have to ask in the UI. So what is the RAM you are looking for? Should be active. This should be first place I want to display. First question is this one. So that's why I'm giving you display order one. So here we have to use the mapping. So product full RAM equals to, I want to use the input field RAM. So that automatically in the input, whatever you set a RAM, right? So the same RAM, it will check in the product object. Okay, it will check it is there or not. Okay. So here we can use the all or any. So I want to use all because I want to satisfy all the conditions. So I will go for all. Okay, this is the first question. Click save and new. I'll create one more question like laptop hard disk. So this is the second question. Should be active. I want to, okay. What is the question you can ask? What is the hard disk size you are looking for? Okay. Same here also. This should be second display second place. So I want to give a display order equal to 2. Okay. Here input field in the screen we can enter some input, right? That hard disk equals to product hard disk. So that it will check like this. Filters all. Means it should satisfy all the conditions. Because save on it. So I'll ask one more question. Laptop color. Laptop color. Okay. So which color you are looking for? Okay. Which color you are looking for? I want to display in the third question. It be active. Input field color equals to product field color. And then I'll give a condition equal to all. Okay. So click on save. So once we create all these things, right? So our process is ready. So just we have to copy this code process record ID. Okay. For which code you want to use that code, we have to use this ID. So normally I'm doing hard coding now. But what will happen in the real time is you can use some flows in Salesforce to update that field actually automatically. If you go to any quote object, if you go to this quote object, so there is something called process input field. You can see code process ID. So here we have to give ID, that ID. I'm just giving now manually. In the real time, if you create a flow, whenever code is before creating, you can update this field something hard coding. Click save. So now if you click edit lines, so it will ask questions now. Instead of directly showing the cart, if you click add products, it will ask questions now. See what all the things we have configured. So what is the RAM you are looking for? I'll take a 8 GB. What is the hard disk size you are looking for? I'll take a 3 GB. Which color you are looking for? Blue or anything. Click suggest. Why we don't have this combination?
Yes, there is no combination.
I'll take 8 GB, 3 TB, black. I think like this we'll get combinations, right? So you can see like this. For example, if you to test this functionality is working or not, you can just open this product in here. Lenovo ThinkPad 11. This one only, right?
Yes.
We'll check product code, madam. So product code is the unique one, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
So
correct.
Lenovo 003. This one
This
only.
one only.
So now if you compare 8 GB, 3 TB, black.
Correct.
So you can see if you click this symbol, this is guide selling symbol, madam. This symbol is previously not there. So now it is showing because we have added that code process ID in the code object.
Okay.
So now we can see these questions 8 GB, 3 TB, black. So same thing you can see 8 GB, 3 TB, black, like combinations. Understand, sir? This is called like a guided process. 1 TB, blue. I think these combinations we have created data. That's why it is showing that type of products only. If you use different combinations, it will not work. 4 GB, if I'll take 2 TB, I think it will not work now. We'll see. See like this. Because at the time of loading data, I've given that sequence, na? So that's why it is displaying like that. Understand, sir? Ardhamautunda what I'm saying? 6 GB, 2 TB, white. If you get this combination now, because that time, that way I have uploaded products, actually, combinations.
So while uploading the products, like, did you also select the price book? Because let's say, for example, the price book, it is only available for USD price book. Let's say if the price book was for Australian dollar, then it might not be visible in this case.
No, it will work for all the price books. This is not for any specific price book related. So this is all calculations where we have done in the product level, correct?
Mm.
So we have not done anywhere. So product is there is no connection to the price book and the product fields here. So it will work for all the price book. For example, I'll
So
show you.
there is
You'll
no
take
dependency on list price then.
no, no, no. For example, this is Australia price book, right? If I open this one, we go to the opportunity. If we go to the any existing code. So just to, what you have to do is you have to update your
Process
code
ID.
side.
We
That's
need to
it.
give process ID.
That is the one thing you have to remember. But normally I'm doing manually. But in the real time, what you can do is a flow Salesforce flows to update that field. Okay. So I'll open this one. Just copy this ID. I'll open now Australia code. This is Australia code, right? So there is no connection because this is completely just for searching products. There is
Mm.
no related to the any price book. Okay, just to display products immediately based on the customer requirement, we are asking some question. That's it. We cat products. See, it's asking the same question. Clear?
Mm.
There is no connection.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. This is all about the guided selling, sir. Okay. So now we'll discuss about some other different topic. What we can discuss now. So maybe we can discuss about product rules. Okay. So product rules is that's a very important topic. So if you go to the product rules, I'll show you just one thing. So we can see there are like a four types of rules. Okay. So first we'll talk about alert. What is alert rules? There are four types of product rules. First one is alert. Okay. So alert is a simple rule, sir. For example, um, so normally, for example, you can just take example. Okay. So you are buying okay, two laptops. Okay. But you are buying three mouses, right? So in this case, what I have to do is, in case if laptop quantity is more than mouse quantity, sorry, Yeah, laptop quantity is most quantity is more than laptop quantity, right? So normally if you buy two laptops, what you can do, sir? We can buy two mouses only. Yes or no? I'm just
Yes.
giving it
Yes.
normally. 2 equals to 2. Normally, normally. So in this case, what I have to do is I want to show some alert message in the screen. Sir,
Okay.
you are buying like three mouses. So still, if you want to go with the same changes, or you want to cancel, or you want to configure again like that, I want to show some alert message. The customer wants to change again mouses quantity, can change it. In case if he wants to use the same three quantity, can go it, no problem. It is given two options, madam. Okay. Just we are showing warning message. You are choosing more mouses. If you want to cancel, cancel and choose the correct mouse. Else you can go for the whatever you selected there. This is called alert message. Understand?
Yes, yes.
Mm. So second one is validation. This is also same, madam. Okay. There is no difference between alert and validation. Okay. It is also same. There is no, but what is happening is, so in this case, what we are doing is alert message. We have option. You can cancel or continue. Correct? Either you can cancel it and you can go to the mouses, you can adjust it. But in case if you want to buy three mouses, you can buy it, no problem. There is a two options, cancel, continue. Understand? But in this case, only cancel. You cannot continue it because it is like a validation, not alert, madam.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So normally if you see in the Salesforce, if you create a validation rules, can we save the record with error message?
No.
We cannot save the record with the error message,
Yes.
correct? First, we have to correct the error
Yes.
message, then only we can save the record, correct? So here also
Yes.
same
Yes.
like madam in the product rule. Validation rules means, so we should correct the quantity, then only you can save it. Otherwise, it will not allow to save the code. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So another one is selection rules, madam. Okay. So this is the same like option constraints. Okay. But in the option constraints, what happened? We have only two options, like include, exclude. Correct? You remember in the yesterday we discussed about option constraints. Hello?
Yes, sir. So,
What is
like
option? What is
con
option? Mm-hmm.
controlling dependency tools like that, right?
Correct. So based on the one option selection, so we
Hmm.
can enable or disable other option.
Dependency exclude include.
That is called option constraint. Mm. What is an option constraint? Okay. So selection rules also same like that, madam. So what happened is, but in the selection rules, there are so many options, not only include, exclude. So we have so many options in the selection rules. Okay. So we can add, remove, hide, so many things we can do. There are so many options. I'll show you that option. So based on the one product selection or option selection, you can hide or remove or disable. So many things you can see. These are all the things you can perform. If you
Sir,
based
in
on
mostly,
Mhm.
yeah, in mostly CPQ, we need to remember all the options like
Mhm.
this way.
Configuration, madam. Everything is configuration. Just if you do the follow steps only. Understand?
Yes, yes.
So selection rules is what happened is you have more options. But normally in the option constraints, we have two options only, correct? Include, exclude, based on selection. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, yes.
So, but here we can see there are so many options. Based on one product selection, you can add other product or see, this is also mainly for bundles only, not for standalone products. So based on one option selection, you can add other option, you can remove other option, you can enable, disable, enable and add. What is the meaning of enable and add, madam? Any guess? So by default, that option is disabled. So if you choose some option, you have to enable it and as well as you want to add it automatically. Understand, madam? I add means select.
Okay.
So like this. So we'll discuss all these things tomorrow. Just I'm giving high level what is selection rules. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
So other one is what one? Filter rules. So you remember there is something called option feature level option selection method. One field is there.
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
Anyone knows what is the options we have?
based on the feature, like show options, like what all you could categorize the products based on that.
Something we have called these
Always.
things. Click, add, dynamic. You remember? So click means it will display by default checkboxes, right? Add means it will display one button, add options. It will. So dynamic
Yes.
also will display one button, but in the dynamic, what will happen? It will show all the products under the price book, not particular feature. You remember that one? Okay. So here for this type of dynamic features, we can use a filter rules. This is also not that much difficult. This is also will not use much, but so normally this is nothing but a filtering of products or options in the cart. That's it. How we have done in the guide selling, right? So similarly, this also we can display like a filters. Normally, how we have filters here, for example, we go to the cart. If you go to the cart, any cart example, I'll take an instant code. Click edit lines. So if you see here, filters is there, right? Add products. Okay, just select suggest. So this is filter, right? So same type of filters we can achieve using filter rules. How we have product code name this, right? So this type of functionality you want to achieve using product rules, we can achieve that functionality. For example, now if I set a family equal to software, what will happen? Which families were getting, which products were getting?
Only software.
Correct.
Software only.
So that's it. So if you want to display product in a code example, I want to use GIP7, right? I'll take GIP7. So now what will happen? With
It will give
combination.
only GIP7 software combination.
Correct. So this type of functionality, if you want to achieve in the future level, okay, then we can use the filter rules. Okay. So this topic we'll discuss tomorrow, madam. Okay, tomorrow we'll complete this topic. Fine.
Okay, sir.
But join 9 o'clock sharp, madam. Okay, so that will